Well, everybody and their mama is talking about the slap heard around the world, literally, as Will Smith on national TV slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth Sunday night during the 2022 Oscars. Literally, millions of people were watching. So Chris Rock, who was hosting, made a joke by saying, "Jada," that's Will's wife, obviously, "I love you. G.I. Jane 2, I cannot wait to see it." For those who don't know, actress Demi Moore famously shaved her head for a role in the film of G.I. Jane, and Jada Pinkett Smith has a close haircut to that because she suffers from alopecia, an autoimmune disorder that causes hair loss. So Will went to the stage and held it down for the family, specifically wifey, by smacking Chris Rock, leaving that Oscars crowd speechless. Oh, were they speechless? Y'all really did this with Beyonce there? Like, Uncle Denzel was in the building, bro. Tyler Perry left shooting one of his awful movies in Atlanta to go witness this live, bro. Hove was there. Y'all did that in front of Hove? Following the slap, Will sat down like a king from West Philly should and told Chris 2 times verbatim, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." That slap was for Tupac, August Alsina, Blair Underwood, and I believe this to be true. More specifically, that slap was for us. Let's be real, y'all. We have been playing with the name Pinkett and Smith for the last few years. A little too much. It looks like Will finally had enough. And literally, Chris took the punch for all of us. About 3 years ago, Jada and Will, let's call a spade, they decided to open Pandora's box into their relationship when Jada decided to do the red table talk on Facebook. And then we obviously know Will decided to pop up on Instagram. And both of these two entities are popping. They're not just on these platforms. They are both popping on both of these respectful platforms. And what comes with being popping on these platforms is everybody's in your business. Those rumors that we heard in the early 2000s about their relationship all the way up until today, some of that stuff got put on Front Street. Obviously, the entanglement jokes. I mean, we were just playing with their name too much. I'm watching Will and Jada on another red carpet a couple weeks ago, and Laverne Cox is making entanglement jokes right in front of Will and Jada. Like, again, their name, a name that used to hold so much weight as it should. They're two of the greatest entertainers ever in our culture, and Will is one of the greatest actors of all time. Like, their name has gotten disrespected and smut through the mud over the last 2-3 years, to the point where somebody's making jokes in front of them on a red carpet, and then Chris Rock obviously taking that same energy and not just making entanglement jokes, but making personal jokes about something that involves Jada Pinkett Smith's health and alopecia. I want to make sure I say this to Will Smith and everybody out there that watched what Will Smith did on national TV. I love Will Smith. Everybody knows he's one of my 7 great black men. Will was dead wrong. I want to say it again. Will was dead wrong. I'll say it one more time. What Will did to Chris Rock by walking on stage and giving that man that slap just like that, and he had that grown man strength age too, so you know Chris felt it. He was dead wrong for that. But let's be clear though, there is some history between Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett Smith. If you remember, in the 2016 Oscars, that obviously was also hosted by Chris Rock. Remember when Will Smith and Jada announced that they were boycotting the Oscars around that time, and Chris went on stage and said, Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I was never invited. Jada commented on that joke a few days later with the paparazzi. She said, "Hey, it comes with the territory. We got to keep it moving. We got a lot of stuff we got to handle. A lot of stuff going on in our world right now. We got to keep it moving." I only show that part of it because I want y'all to understand, like, Jada can take a joke. Will can take a joke. In 2018, Will Smith posted a birthday tribute on his Instagram to his ex-wife, who's the mother of Will's first child, Trey, and Chris Rock left a comment under the picture saying, "Wow, you have a very understanding wife." And I want to be clear, we don't know these people. We don't know what the heck has happened behind the scenes between these two, or between those three rather, when they've been in respective spaces. We don't know what movies have been on the line over the years in which Chris maybe got the nod over Will. Will probably got the nod over Chris. Like, we don't know what has happened behind the scenes with these two entities. Maybe Jada was involved. If you remember correctly, Will and Jada produced the show. Remember the show called All of Us? Remember that bad boy? Well, Chris's brother was one of the stars on that show. And if I'm not mistaken, at one point in time, not only was Will a guest star, I believe Chris was a guest star on that bad boy before. I definitely know in the 90s during the Fresh Prince era, Chris and Will worked together on an episode or two there. They probably got history that me or you don't know nothing about. So Will ended up winning Best Actor for the night, ironically. And during his speech, he did acknowledge the incident. He said, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse and have people talk about you. In this business, you got to have people disrespecting you, and you got to smile and pretend that it's okay. I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I first saw that smack heard around the world, I thought it was a skit. It honestly felt like Will was playing the role of King Richard. Everybody knew that Will was going to win that Oscar on Sunday night. It was no secret in Hollywood that Will Smith was the big-time favorite to win the Best Actor for King Richard. It literally was coined as Will Smith's night. I'm thinking it's a skit. But then when I saw Chris Rock's face, and I also worked in television, so I know, like, you know, how quickly you got to move, even though you got a 2 to 3 second delay oftentimes. When I saw that audio get muted, and when I saw that feed get frozen, I said, oh my God, this is not a skit. This is real. And also you could tell from Chris's reaction, trying to find a way to kind of move forward and announce the next award. And when I heard Will Smith say, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, you can hear that passion that cannot be fabricated. Every man has been there when they're so mad in a situation, that anger, that it start to turn into tears and just straight emotion. When you're at that point, when you start to hear the trembles in the voice, your voice starts shaking a little bit, that man is at his final step. He's about to take it there, and you need to be aware of him about to take it there. Give Chris Rock a lot of credit for showing restraint in this situation. I mean, that brother Flatfoot took a slap from Will Smith. Will is not a weak guy. He's played a lot of significant roles that has needed him to put on muscle. I thought that could have easily turned into a good old uncle fight on stage for about 10 million people to all watch collectively and hundreds of millions on social media afterwards. Chris showed restraint. He moved on. He said this is the greatest moment in TV history. He just got slapped by Will Smith on stage. Obviously, if you're on YouTube, I want you to let me know in the comment section what were your thoughts on the slap heard around the world, which is what I'm calling it. And Facebook, share it out and let me know your thoughts as well. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate it had to be Chris. Nobody's above these memes. And the memes that have come out of this Will Smith slap to Chris Rock, definitely top 3 all time. Not even gonna hold you, one of the greatest nights in social media history. I hate its real lives being involved in this, but the memes were unreal. Somebody took the slap, and after the slap, they put the audio of the Everybody Hates Chris. So after the slap, all you hear is the Everybody Hates Chris. Oh, they were getting them memes off in abundance. They said Tupac is somewhere in heaven saying it couldn't have been me. They said, bro, the memes off after Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith are all-time legendary. Matter of fact, I'm not even about to do that in this video. We're going to make a whole different video addressing some of the greatest memes that Oz have ever saw following last night's Oscars shindig. Is that what we call it? By the way, Will did go out after winning Best Actor for King Richard, the role that he played, and he did party, and it looked like he had a splendid time. I mean, if you slap somebody on stage during a show and still win the Oscar for Best Actor that night, you're definitely going out and getting drunk that night. And boy, was that hand moving. It looked like he was about to slap his damn bodyguard the way he was moving. That arm was loosey-goosey. That hand looked like he had about 3 more slaps left in it. Leave Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett, alone. They're tired of the jokes. Their name has been smutted through the mud. And when you get mad, you get to that uncontrollably mad spot. Stuff like that happens, even in front of millions of people, even when you're Will Smith. even when you're going to win Best Actor, even when it's to a legend in himself like Chris Rock. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Also, a lot of people are not talking about this. I'm not a big Chris Rock fan. I'm not a big Dave Chappelle fan. I don't think they're as funny as people let on. I think they're actually incredible thinkers, but I don't actually laugh at a lot of their jokes. The Chris Rock G.I. Jane joke to Jada wasn't good either. Like, a lot of people not talking, it wasn't a good joke. Like, I feel like Will probably would have been a little more, maybe not a lot more, but a little more receptive to the joke if it was actually funny. The G.I. Jane joke sucked. And you mix that in with the fact that he's done it in the past. Will said enough is enough. Put some respect on my wife's name. And obviously, best of luck to Jada in her battle with alopecia. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment section below. I'm out.